A Nuyorico? A Nuyorico? Okay, y'all with me? My name is Paul con Queso. I'm going to be your host and MC for the evening. I am in the middle of the Venn diagram between the Nuyorican Poets Cafe and all things Dodge and NPJAC. So that is why I've been asked to come here today and be your master of ceremonies and host things in for you and spit some poetry at you. Y'all ready for some poetry today? Yeah. Are y'all ready to see the multi-award-winning, multi-competition-winning, large artist hyphenates that are part of the Nuyorican Slam Team? Are y'all ready to see some slammers eat up this stage today? Sounds like y'all ready for that. Are y'all ready to see some of our incredible community poets that are coming from all around the tri-state take stage after the break and spit poems on this stage today during our open mic? Y'all excited for the open mic? Okay. So welcome to Mic Check at NPJAC. Mic Check with the Nuyorican Poets Cafe at NPJAC. Tonight's program is part of year-round programming that Dodge Poetry makes possible because of the generous funding of the Geraldine R. Dodge Foundation. I just want to give some shout-outs because, you know, it's important, people in the room that make things happen. So I just want to give them a little love and shine a little light on them before we begin things proper. We want to thank Barbara Bell Coleman. That's like, give it up for Barbara, y'all. Who's a trustee of the Dodge Foundation. John Schreiber, the CEO of NPJAC, right? Who is also here tonight. He's made it our mission to help get these youth programs going with Dodge. And David Rodriguez, who has a long and rich history with the Nuyorican and all things Low East Side and performance, y'all. I swear, we are going to open a portal up in this stage today and bring y'all to the Lower East Side. Y'all about to be like, how'd I get to Avenue B or C? What train do I take home? Can I stop at the halal cart? Can I get a chopped cheese at the bodega real quick? Right? And we're also really excited about this partnership between Dodge and the Nuyorican. Recently, a few weeks ago, we were able to offer the Nuyorican an opportunity to document a conversation called La Fuerza de Nuyo Mujeres, where we had Caridad de la Luz. Give it up for the executive director of the Nuyorican La who's in the house today. She was in conversation with one of the founding matriarchs of the Nuyorican Poets Cafe, Lois Griffith, who was here at this event last year. We had this event last year as well. And y'all can check that out at njpac.org/Dodge Poetry. Y'all can just follow us. There's all the things out in the hallway to follow Dodge, to follow Nuyo. So go do that later. Go buy some merch. Go get some swag. Later, you don't want to miss the poems. Do it in appropriate timing. Figure it out. I believe in y'all. And Dodge also has a ton of other resources, events coming up on our page. And I am an assistant producer for a series called Dodge Poetry in the Community that offers workshops to teens in Newark for the free and gives teens the opportunity to get published, perform at NPJAC, to get paid. We have a whole youth ambassador program that I am honored to be a mentor for. Me and the poet laureate of Newark, Mia X. Mia X is going to be in the building tonight too, y'all. Give it right there. She just entered. How do we always call it? We summon her at the right time. Give it up for the first ever poet laureate of the city of Newark, New Jersey, Mia X, our Norkie. Yeah. We got Newark Poetry Royalty in the building. Expect more programming for us, so just follow that. We've got programming coming up from Cuban singer-songwriter Carlos Varela. And just some quick housekeeping stuff, just general stuff for y'all to know, to like orient yourselves so you don't get like lost in the sauce or like wander in the hall like, where am I? So please, no flash photography. Please take things for posterity, for the gram, for the TikTok. Do all the things you need to. Capture, evidence you were here and you lived history. But do it with your flash off. Like, I don't want to be up. It's already hard enough. Like, the light is so moody and lovely. But then I don't want to be blind halfway through an intro. Please. So no flash photography. And also, please put your phone on respect mode. Please put your phone on pleasure mode, on discreet mode, right? That means vibrate for those of y'all don't. Pleasure mode means, yeah, okay. Anyway, okay, that's a joke for the adults. Yeah, yes. It's like there should be a setting that says rose, and you go with that. Okay. Sorry, too explicit. Okay. And then for your safety and the safety of others attending, because there's almost 200 folks attending this event tonight, right? Yeah. Yeah. Beautiful turnout. So thank y'all lovely people for being here on Friday evening when you could be anywhere in the world, but where else in the world would you want to be other than right here, right? So please, for your own safety, the exit signs are the red signs that light up and say exit. So please, if anything happens, don't come towards me because I am not the way out. I'm not Doctor Strange. I don't got access to the portal. I know these poems are a portal, but it's not going to literally get you out of this room. Follow the exit signs, then, curve out, go to the stairs. Bathrooms are to the left, and then make a right. Nuyorican stand, all that good stuff. Okay, and before we get started, I'm going to do intros, but are y'all okay with me warming up the room? Y'all okay with me spitting a poem? Okay. So I wrote this poem for my city. I'm born and bred in the Brick City myself. I am a Nuyorican poet. I am part of the Nuyorican Poets Cafe as a poet and a host and all the things. But this is my love letter to my city. Brick City poors. We are not poor. We are porous. Our pores absorb the divine condensation of the prophets which have come before us. In this brick forest, we forage for us. Providing enough to keep lights on, we illuminate even the darkest of spots till we hug the block and shelter the art in our children's hearts like our poet laureate. We are not some new ark, we are Eden. We are both God's garden and her gardeners. With our spades and shoveled blades, we dig pores into earth and water seeds of her harvest. Brick by brick, we are sewing a tapestry so that we can reap with all the force of Asada Shakur's breakout meet Shakur Stevenson. We are plotting our kingdom block by block, foundational as a Miri meeting Amina Baraka. We are loud as a riot, quiet as revolutions of the mind, proud as a raised, melanated fist, prideful as concrete lions, cathartic as the spires of cathedral basilica. As sure to renew and bloom again as the cherry blossoms in early spring, we are on 973 Halsey and Market Street, soulful cacophony written against the VIM Jeans marquee. We are G's, Clements Place, and Zanzibar. We are the songs that carry from symphony to Prudential Hall. We are the vibrato that rises from Whitney's diaphragm. The soul in Miss Lauryn Hill's timber. Queen Latifah's boom bap rhyme pattern, the grit in Rod Digger's flow, the mud in Reggie's throat, the silver tips on Savion's souls. We are the deferred hopes of our parents and their parents' parents who came to these shores of these ports from Elizabeth to Newark, from New York and Puerto Rico to support our families, to live out immigrant and indigenous dreams. We are our ancestors' primal screams and their wildest realized fantasies, a stained glass graffiti tapestry, an iconic dichotomy of all that's been and all that could be. We burst through these pores between dirt and concrete. We are Brick City seeds, not an invasive species, but a native one, a native son whose rays tend to us with all the care God could give to her womb, raising us to embrace and love these deep and rich Brick City pores. I love my city, y'all. Thank y'all for being so gracious and letting me share some of my pen in this space. There's some titans coming to this stage. There's some folks, they have just returned from being at So Fried Poetry Slam. It is a national poetry slam competition. They were out there eating, finishing their plates, right? And now I'm really honored to introduce these four incredible forces. They're kind of on, they're like, y'all gonna see, they're forces of nature. They're like the X-men, the X-folks of poetry. We don't got to gender the X, because we three out of the four of the team are ladies. Like we Storm and Jean Grey, and we got Rogue, and then we, bringing the mystique. Okay, so Brittany Barker is a child of God, an award-winning poet and educator from Harlem, NYC. As executive director of Creative Soul House, Brittany has been an active advocate for community wellness, impacting hundreds of youth and adults using art as a tool for self-discovery, transformation, and social change. She holds a bachelor's in English literature, an MAT, that's a master's degree, in secondary education. She has served as an educator for over a decade. Brittany ranked third in the world at the 2023 Women of the World Poetry Slam. Her poetry, give it up for that, right? Right? I told y'all, Titanic pens, these pens go crazy. Her poetry has graced stages such as the Lincoln Center, the New Amsterdam Theater, the Apollo. I know, right? Like, that's a big stage. That's a big stage. She is a member of the 2024 and 2025 Nuyorican Poet Cafe's National Slam Team and has coached 2 teams herself, including Urban Word's 2024 Youth Slam Team and currently NYU Slam Team. Brittany's one-woman show, Standing Upright in the Crooked Room, toured cross states at Theater Lab NYC and Dickinson College in Pennsylvania. It's the first of many to come, I promise you. Drawing on inspiration from God, loved ones, and her art, her goal is to creatively use her gifts to invite people into the truth. Secondly, Sola Kush, right? Sola Kush in Yoruba is a decorated Nigerian-American spoken word artist, orator, researcher, and mentor hailing from Jersey. Alongside her academic pursuits in the development and future of her work, she has won numerous honors and awards from local and national poetry slam competitions, talent shows, oratorical contests, and artist showcases, including her most recent first place win at the 2024 Southern Pride Poetry Slam in indie competition for individual poets, where she represented the legendary Nuyorican Poets Cafe. Sola's love of the stage has led her to organize poetry workshops in Silicon Valley, performing at Google and TiVo, the UN, and opening for Wale, Kalani, and Issa Rae's award-winning series premiere of the HBO show Insecure. Give it up for that, y'all. That's crazy. Just humble flex. Humble flex. She's like, it's just Kalani and Wale and Issa Rae, that's all. Among other opportunities, in January 2024, Sola returned to her love of slam, competing after a near 10-year hiatus, and she ate it, right? She invites all of us to recommit. She invites all to this recommitment to her art as she pushes her pen to recombine poetry, comedy, straight-up bars, and storytelling in new ways. Give it up for Sola, y'all. UGBA. An acronym standing for Ungrateful Black Artist, pronoun inclusive, is a queer poet, rapper, playwright, actor, activist, based out of Brooklyn. We go hard, we go hard. UGBA is a founder and host of Ceremonies, a Brooklyn-based monthly black queer artist showcase held in honor of Essex Hemphill. UGBA is also the founder of Dark Skin Support Group, a virtual support network for dark-skinned black Americans in need of a space to discuss the realities of colorism. That is necessary, y'all. That is a necessary space. In 2020, UGBA was named a black LGBTQ plus playwright you need to know. You do need to know. By Time Out New York, UGBA is the former script assistant for the Pulitzer Prize-winning and 5-time Tony-nominated Broadway show Fat Ham. He is an alumnus of the Public Theater's #BARS program, an emerging writers group 2020 to 2023 cohort. He is a 2023 Artivism Fellow through Broadway Advocacy Coalition, a 2022 MAP grant recipient, a 2020-2021 BAM resident, a New York Stage and Film 2023 Founders Award recipient, and former artistic director at NY Writers Coalition. I told y'all, they are decorated. They're decorated on this stage. And it's important to give honor to these things, right? Because we accomplish things. We need to call it into the space, right? It's not on us to be the humble ones in the room when we have gifts, right? And so I think it's so necessary. Lastly, Jessica, Sumbodies Mama, Blandon, is a multifaceted artist hailing from the vibrant Bronx. Celebrated for her roles as a poet, spoken word artist, and actor, her list of accolades is impressive, including being crowned the February 2024 Nuyorican Poets Cafe Final Friday Slam winner, securing a second place at the 2024 Women of the World Poetry Slam. In the world, the whole world, that's basically a universe. No. And she was also the winner of the 2024 Grand Slam for the Nuyorican, taking home a grand and joining the pantheon of other Nuyorican icons and legends, right? She beat everybody, y'all. She snatched everybody's soul. She became everybody's mama, not just somebody's mama, right? Her journey to success began when she was named 2009 Nuyorican Poets Cafe Youth Poet of the Year and continued when she won the 2010 Brave New Voices International Youth Poetry Slam as a member of Urban Word NYC's team. She has shared stages with luminaries such as Giorgio Armani, Oscar award-winning actor Philip Seymour Hoffman, R.I.P., and Newark's Savion Glover. Somebody's Mama's artistry is a force to be reckoned with, inspiring audiences far and wide with her compelling narratives and poignant performances. Y'all about to be rocked by this quartet of fire, y'all. Please give it up for the first performer coming up from the Nuyorican Poets Cafe Slam Team. Give it up for UGBA!
Set this up first. Oh wow, this is really amazing, y'all. I was over there with my teammates just reflecting on the fact that y'all are here to see us say poems. It's like that's a really beautiful thing. Yeah. Thank y'all. Um, So a few things. For one, this is my dear friend Leora, as I said earlier. Yes, Leora is a fantastic artist. I'm gonna tell you a little bit more about them. For one, my name is UGBA, and that is an acronym for Ungrateful Black Artist. I'm not gonna go into my full lore of why I came to this, but I can say gratitude is disproportionately asked of Black artists in these art institutions, and I'm not with it no more. That's the smart, that's the short of it. I'm also a part of this group called Black Queer Rapper Niggas, okay? Stay with me. Black Queer Rapper Niggas, if you can say it. But if you can't, you could just say BQRN. And BQRN is we were already friends, but how me and Leora connected. They're also a part of the group. They're amazing. Actually, you can also speak for yourself. Talk to us, yes.
Hey, what's going on, y'all?
Hey.
Hey. So, yes, as they said, I'm multifaceted. I'm a musician. I'm an audio engineer. I'm a writer, a rapper, producer.
Slash.
Actor.
Yes. So Leora is gonna play this piece. This first piece I'm gonna share is a marriage of both my relationship with my team, the Nuyorican Slam Team, which we have so much. There's so much here that y'all can't even imagine all we went through together, and a marriage between my rap collective BQRN and there's this piece called Alert. So this piece is the very first track on a mixtape that my group dropped just last week called Audio Periodicals Summer 2025. And there's 4 tracks on them, and the first one is this one, and this piece is a poem that was inspired by a group piece that my teammate, Somebody's Mama, wrote when she was a teenager and won the national competition. So they're both married together. You feel me? All right, now I'm gonna say the poem. Oh, actually, the last thing. This poem is for Black queer people that go missing. We go missing every day, y'all. Literally every day. Today. But I don't hear about us unless it's from us. So this poem is to bring it further out, and hopefully you will hear me too. Last thing you need to know is when I go like this, I want you to say, I am looking for you. Let's just try that. I am looking for you. I am looking for you. All right. There's been reports that Black, queer, ethereal fairies like me have been getting abracadabraed off hookup apps. Reports of men with blacked out faces who prey on the thirst of young, eager cauldrons. Please, Daddy, feed me with your poison because, hey, Don't we all always want all hands on us? We who've been alone, scared, closeted. It kind of sounds like he asked for it. Besides, it was his sin that tied his arms behind his knees, that conjured that drug inside his drink. It was his sin that fucked him, then killed him, or killed him, then fucked him. But hey, you see that Jeffrey Dahmer series? Got Grindr looking like Uber Eats. Could you really say found if the bones are missing? Could you really say missing if you're the only one looking? But hey, don't we all always want all fuss on us? Ring the alarm for the black trans women juiced to an inch of their existence. The ones discarded by parents who planted the seed but hated their fruit. We are living in the age of forgiveness and forgery. A serial number scratched off the side of a newborn baby. The cops will find that bullet, but somehow not that body. What magic is this? Is there a name for it? Hasn't been named yet. If you find my beaten, beatless body in someone's alley, wet with the sin of Leviticus, was it ever a tragedy or just the fulfillment of your prophecy? And kazam, just like that, a T cell is cut in half. Point me in the direction of the medicine, for I am one of them. Disease-ridden and easy-spirited, wondering if anybody would look for me if I didn't speak this eloquently. I raise my hands in prayer and never surrender. My brothers, I am looking for you. My brothers, I am looking for you. My sisters, I am looking for you. My siblings, I am looking for you. May a fire burn and signal where you are right now. May the sky grow pink from our queer reunion. Hallelujah! The boy-girl mystery was spotted swapping spit with a secret. One less grave to dig. Hallelujah! The earth must be getting tired of digesting us, but hey, don't we all always want more fun and more drugs? They say the Moonlight Crew know what they do. Should expect what they get, I guess. That's why I haven't heard a poem search for me yet. What? You wasn't told there's a gray scale between black boys and rainbows. What? You thought we don't know where you are? What? You thought we'll let you out of our sight? It's a poet's prerogative to either calcify or reply. I choose the gun. I choose the tongue. Family, here I come. Family, here I come.
Yeah, this piece means so much to me. It was actually at a performance where someone was reading UGBA's bio, and I heard that he had started this thing called the Dark Skin Support Group, and I was like, yeah. How do I join? Like, I'm already president. Like, I've been a member my whole life. And what I thought was really interesting is, as UGBA was saying, there was a lot of emotions that went into writing this poem, and we were trying to figure out what we wanted this poem to be. Was it an anthem? Was it a love letter? Was it a confession? Was it us unpacking all the experiences that we had had and wanting to kind of put that out there for other people who may have had this experience as well? And even one period where UGBA stopped writing to this poem, I think because he was so
I got stressed.
Overcome with a lot of the emotions that can come with this experience. And so I hope that this is a love letter, an anthem, we see you, we love you, we love ourselves, we celebrate ourselves, we celebrate everyone in this room, but this piece does go especially out to anybody who...
Our dark-skinned folks.
Yeah, and is part of the support group.
Yeah.
In the beginning, there was darkness.
And it was good. So dark we could barely read this. Midnight oil slick. Dark like that room you play that song in.
When you fixing to climb into some more
Dark like one shot to your heart without breaking your skin.
I'm the syllable you sing when all you got left are teeth.
Putting the all in your objectivity.
Barefaced and bare cheeks serving warm cakes, damp in the hue of nightshade. I'm dark like an honest joke told during a funeral. Dark like the space in a rose before it grows.
My color are the lines on the colored only sign.
Sorting hat.
Black cat
And clap back. Dark like a late night painting pirouetting to the song of the moon.
Dark like a piece of the eclipse you pull your pants down for. Smooth coal, iron ore, tree bark, starry skies, Stevie shades, hawk eyes.
Simone Dark.
Nina and Biles. I'm spiritually and emotionally Tony Childs.
Anija Shea Butter Babe.
Juju Dark, St. Tommy and Haitian, Trinidadian Daddy,
Voodoo dark like a love crawled all over me and decided to stay.
A caramelized kind of dark.
The one you drizzle on everything you wish to swell into a home.
Foxy,
Angie,
Remy dark.
Issa,
Essex,
Kelly
dark. Barry,
Bernie,
Biggie dark. Dark like
the real Aunt Viv.
Dark like it is what it is. Dark like
99% of sunscreens leave a cast so white.
You think I really won that Oscar? Psych! Black boys look blue in the moonlight, dark, deep and dark like family secrets,
dark and lovely like the perms I finally defeated.
The color purple dark, Sealy singing sugar to the ceiling, dark like
when they invite you on tour but won't even pay for your chicken salad.
Dark like a barrette tangled between a door knocker and a braid. Dark like
4C curls and 1B bust downs playing tag with a high top fade.
Dark like Flavor Flav. Dark like
Yoruba's Yoruba prayer to a Yoruba Ifa.
Dark like how their hate blew the black off Krishna. So dark.
I put the D-E-I in deity.
Don't tell me this body ain't God ink.
Dejanay.
Dochi.
Adichie
dark. Missy.
Naomi.
Serena. Dark.
Idris.
Chadwick.
Lupita dark. I'm Moesha dark.
Big Frida.
And Annalisa dark. That's Cinderella.
You can never.
And watch how I get away with how I leave you then bleed you. Dark, right?
Dark, right?
Dark, right.
Just not quite dark enough. Turn the sun up. I want to reach my full potential.
I'm trying to complete my final form.
Dark like.
Dark like.
Dark like.
Dark like.
In the beginning, there was darkness. And it was good. Yeah. Yeah. Coming up next, I'm gonna bring it down for her because she a little shorty. Coming up next is, honestly, she was, when we first started, so us as a team, we made it 2024, we became a team, and then we all competed again and all made it again the next year, which don't even be happening. We that nice. We was like, you know what? Let's run it back. Run it back. But the very first year, last year, this poet coming up had the poem that became the sort of North Star as far as moral compass for us. And she has remained that in the group, like the grounded one that we can know whether or not, are we really fucking up? Let us know, you know? That's what it feels like. So I'm so excited for you to hear from Miss Brittany Barker.
How y'all doing? Yes, I just want to say I love the energy in here. And thank y'all for giving my teammates the love that that poem deserved. Just a little background context. A few weeks ago, we traveled to Knoxville, Tennessee to compete at something called Southern Fried. And we ranked 5th. And yeah, we fought. We did a great job as a team. And my teammates, they did that poem, and it ruffled some feathers. That's what it was. They were not ready for the writing. They weren't ready for the energy, and y'all are. So thank y'all for that. Huh? We do need a Northern Fried. Oh, noted. Okay, noted. So, a lot of my poetry has been nostalgic, or that's where I am. I've just been digging into my past because it keeps cycling forward. I had a session with my therapist today, actually, and she said, like, our subconscious, we usually think that the things that have happened to us is behind us, but it actually loops. So what was behind us is sometimes ahead of us on a different day, and it just continuously happens. And so I've been thinking about the internet and feeling nostalgic about what the internet used to be, when it wasn't swiping, and I see a war, I see bodies, and then I see joy. I see somebody graduated from college at 15, and then I see fingers blown off and things like that. I miss the internet that was not like that, and when I could control what I used to see. So this poem is just an exploration of where I think some of it began, the violence. Here we go. World star hip hop was a ghetto CNN. No. World star hip hop was a greedy God exploiting our need for validation. I mean, all the nigga needed was a video phone and conflict to upload content. A simple ritual. Pull up to the scene, chant, world star, then voila, bloodshed. Now, if you were too young to maneuver internet keys back then, I got y'all. World Star Hip Hop was a toxic digital universe, a blog site that highlighted the rawest fistfights, raunchy relationship dealings from side chicks to video vixens, car chases, rap beef, and competition. It made humiliation an addiction, how we bowed to our browsers like religion, how it turned corner boys to video journalists, a trendy way to put the hood under surveillance. Niggas worldwide chanted, world star, like it could summon something. Some say it was a battle cry. I say it was worship, because whose pain were we gonna put on a pedestal today? Whose likeness were we gonna laugh into a cemetery? Black folk learn to laugh at everything. First, the joke begins with your mama. Then it ends with her brain splattered in boiling water mannequin challenge, until a cop got you frozen in the hands up, don't shoot position, bro. You giggling or hyperventilating, chuckling or choking. The thing about laughter is it's contagious, and world star hip hop had a viral spread. Instagram and TikTok just suffer from the side effects, because what was a viral post if it didn't oppress the spirit? If the click ain't bait us like fish, we went from laughing out loud to screaming, I'm weak, I'm dead, just dying to be funny. Even the language is a science for why violence always goes viral. Damn, we play too much. Did we prey on people's esteems too much? In college, I started bringing my own videos to the altar, put my camera in every drunk face at the parties. Everything was a movie scene to feed the deity, and I needed a sacrifice for a few likes. World star hip hop was a bloodthirsty deity, and I can't remember the first time I was initiated, if it began with a meme or a plantation, like when white folks sat and ate popcorn and watched the slaves fight to death like gladiators. Sick entertainment. World star hip hop was a bloodthirsty deity. Y'all remember when we mocked Antoine Dotson on live TV? He said, hide your kids, hide your wife, because they raping everybody out here, and we saying, hide your kids, hide your wife, just gorging the lament from the lyric. We're in tears. When Sharkeisha kicked her homegirl in the face, or when that lady said, Lord Jesus is a fire, told her she got bronchitis. Ain't nobody got time for sympathy. Just let the video repeat. Pay our eyes like time to a dark screen. We gotta talk about what World Star did to the psyche. How it made suffering entertaining. How it turned humiliation into a ritual so simple it's easy. Just open up your search bar, type in World Star, and tell me what you see. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. I encourage us to disconnect whenever we can. A lot of things are being forced on us, and there's something that I've thought about. I thought about this Saul Williams quote since he did the interview on Breakfast Club. He said, mind your diet. Your diet isn't only about what you put in your mouth, but it's about what you put in your mind. And so don't watch those videos. Like, I know sometimes it could be tempting. Sometimes you might want to, I don't know what the feelings are. It's a lot of feelings that we get, but if you can, say no to watching the video. Scroll past it or disconnect when you can. Thank y'all for listening. I have the pleasure of introducing the next poet. Her name is Sola Kush, and she is, how can I say it? A sword and a fire, like all at once. It's just like chop suey. It's a bunch of stuff happening, but you're gonna see when she comes up here. So please join me in welcoming Sola Kush to the stage.
Okay. Well, now I feel like we were just talking or laughing over there saying, like, now I'm like hibachi. I guess I gotta, like, give y'all a chop suey performance, but I appreciate it. So I feel like, I think this poem was born out of I have this thing, I just love to clean. Like, especially like when my cycle comes, like I just become like a cleaning, like I clean everything, like top to bottom. And that's how I know it's coming, actually. It's like when I'm in the middle of like a third load of laundry, I'm like, it's coming. And it just kind of dawned on me that there are so many people who do this kind of work for their job. There are so many people who we don't think, people in my own life that I don't think who do this work. And so I wanted this to be a constant reminder of who does domestic work that often goes unpaid for, unrecognized, just all the invisible labor, even that went into us being in this room today. And so I just want to thank everybody who set up this room and set us up so we could all be here. And I want to dedicate this poem to them. Thank you. Oh, is it y'all? Yeah, yeah. Well, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Was directed towards you. Thank you. Appreciate that. Who decided that the face of a household cleaning brand should be an old, bald, buff, blue-eyed, winking white man? I ain't never seen one of those clean nothing before, including theyself. Mr. Clean looks like he lets the soap run off his chest and consider his lower body scrubbed. Can you imagine? He think he's skinhead slick. 25 to life and denied parole, swole, eyes Aryan blue, hoop earring, Ghana gold. Am I tripping, or in every ad is he beaming like he got house help? Stay posted up like a supervisor. Only thing he ever folded was those arms, quick to spit out phrases like black jobs and then tries to whitewash us out of them. Hot take. America will even try to magically erase the real face of domestic labor and housework. Glad to try on a reflective vest and really think they hefty enough to haul out their trash. I mean, could you picture him as a character on Fresh Prince talking about some Master William? Ever seen him consistently set or clear a table he wasn't already sitting at? Do he even know how to say pardon me if it ain't to the president? Mr. Clean never got his hands dirty getting it out the mud. Don't know the first Hawk Tua was a black Pullman porter with a step stool and a spit shine. Never neared unconsciousness, huffing bleach, trying to keep it white glove round a bathtub. Survival is a daytime soap opera I've shared with soap suds. Several times a porcelain altar has made me confess a secret. I've been cleaning like my life depended on it. Kept my speech, spick and span, sparkle, report card, razzle dazzle, record razor straight. Vacuumed every morsel of grief from my face so you could really say Sola leaves no crumbs. I know it all sounds like a metaphor, but keeping house while drowning has always been spiritual for me. Church-like, how both humble me to my hands and knees. I can't allow a Mr. Clean mascot to ethnically cleanse away who actually does America's dirty work. This It's for the women who bring the pine sol scented hands home. So they put their foot in everything they cook. This for folks who really kicked buckets so their kin could grow up with bucket lists, who rose before dawn to clear dishes and excuses. Praise be to the unnamed black and brown hands that readied this venue and those seats for these poems and our healing from my foremothers with forearms full of frenzied feeding babies and folded fitted sheets. You've left a mark too deep in this country's fabric to call a stain. And I know it takes more than magic to clean. And I know to throw hands, I first gotta roll up my sleeves. And I know a bald-headed, dizzy-ass, winking white mascot ain't gonna brainwash me because I know I kept it fresh and clean in the poem. But slime, it could get dirty real quick. Thank you. That's the chop suey part. Okay, and now I have the pleasure of reintroducing again another member of the team, or a member of the team you already met. I get really awkward around this introduction, so please forgive me. But I'm going to introduce Sumbodies Mama again, who's going to do another poem that we don't get to hear very often, and we really, really, really love. It is a poem for poets. It is a poem for writers. I'm gonna let her introduce it, but I'll just have a little introduction of my own just because I love this piece so much. But for anybody who's ever, I think, stepped away from their gift, stepped away from their calling, and been called back to it, I think this is a poem for you. It's very powerful, and I'm so honored to introduce her. So give it up for Somebody's Mama again.
Shout outs to my teammates. They are not lying. I do not like to do all of these poems. But I chose to do this poem today specifically. It's probably now 18 months of me being back to performing and being on stage after a 13-year hiatus of not writing or performing. Thank you. I am honored to have come back in the time that I did, to have aligned with the artists and the people and the community that I have. The last year I came back to poetry and I also lost a little brother. And last year, 7 days after he died, I had a show here. And I remember people thinking in my family that I was crazy for showing up and for still working through it. And then this poem that I had already written came back to me. And I don't think that I could be here today if I did not have the poetry already, if I wasn't already back. And so I hate this poem, but this poem is about my journey back to the thing that's keeping me alive. And so I'm gonna honor that thing and I'm gonna spit it for you. It is called Testimony. My mama used to say, girl, if you stand still long enough, God will call you to move. And my mama ain't no lie. For 13 years, I sat in the belly of a whale. I was swallowed, waiting until God came, troubled the water, which, if said plainly, means for 13 years I refused to write. Because I was convinced that points outweighed my testament. See, points are synonymous with doubt. Doubt is synonymous with fear. Fear quiets the glory in the girl, and Pandora's the poet's testimony. To do either is blasphemous. To do either is to question the resurrection. I stopped writing because the applause did not last long enough for me to truly feel my shit. I got drunk off the shake of the stage. Once upon a block somewhere in the Bronx, God gave me a purpose. I could pour all my hunger into to. I mean, I was hungry or empty, and he filled the void with a lover or a book. I mean, a hero or a language that understood just how hungry broke bitches from the Bronx be. I mean, I was sure I was from the block. And a bitch with too much to say, and I felt like no one heard me, like a waste of breath, which if said plainly means I allowed my ego to create a crucifix on which I took God's gifts in vain. To do this is synonymous with silence. Silence is an immaculate excuse. The poet calls it writer's block. The girl calls it 9 to 5. Both are root words for standing in your own way. Both are root words for a faulty faith. I mean, for 13 years, I was a hairnet and a name tag. I was 37-hour weeks talking shit about the poems I wrote on my break. I was calling myself a fry cook, convinced I could feel the hunger I felt with the busy of a temporary life. I mean, I swallowed my purpose, I trespassed against myself. I mean, I was swallowed or waiting or standing in my own way until God came, troubled the water. He sent the poet a microphone and the girl a mountain that would not move until I became synonymous with surrender and remembered to praise every day I live a life worth fighting for. Praise the hunger and the empty, how I stayed busy enough to make God laugh. I mean, to be both girl and poet is a praise dance, which is to say my mama ain't no lie. Faith is blind. I close my eyes and now I see me clear. For 13 years I stood still, and then God came and he moved everything.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I have the honor of bringing up one of my really good friends and one of our teammates that you've already seen several times tonight. But Ugba, come give it up for Ugba as he comes to join me on the stage. Thank you, baby. So me and Ugba have known each other since we were going by our government names as children, okay? We seriously though. We had the luxury, the glory, the blessing of being able to meet each other as children and then to be reintroduced to each other.
She used to beat me.
All the time. Is it not? Wow. Let's get.
Hello? Damn,
Oh,
okay.
what happened to?
I'm about to say, is the show over?
Oh, I idea. And it's just such a beautiful alignment, right? I don't think it's coincidence. I think we are aligned. We were aligned to have met and to have been on this journey together, not once, but twice.
My very first slam. Yeah. Very first slam at the Apollo, in which I lost.
It's okay. And it's the very first time I was able to fall in love with him on a microphone, and I continue to fall in love with you. And I have been so lucky to write with this beautiful being this time around. And Ugba hit me up and he was like, hey, yo, Jess, I want to start a poem with shut the fuck up. And I was like, why are you talking to me like that? I know I curse a lot, but that's crazy.
I just felt it.
But he also said he wanted this poem to be about the pens that we've grown up with, the pens that we've known, and to honor what we're going to do with the legacy we are blessed to come from and the legacy we are honored to pour into.
Yeah.
And so, without further ado, we're going to give it to y'all.
Yeah.
This one is called I've Been in Rooms with Pens.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
Sit the fuck back.
This ain't no act.
I've been in rooms with pens.
Click.
Clack. I've been in rooms with pens
that could push your cat back blue.
or black ballpoint.
And we came to pen them out.
The Pretenders.
Point puppets, pushing
poems
poems,
disguised as prayer, knowing
it's bullshit.
Growing up, I knew a girl that could turn the room red just by the mention of her father's breath.
I knew a boy who could chemo the cancer out of his grandmother into a fist fight with a stanza.
Heavy-handed warriors, teenagers out ink a whisker onto Allen Poe's nose. The disrespectful type, the kind to write a sky into your chest and ask how it feels to be a verb.
Could turn haiku into slam. Could sonnet the song a city sings
Anywhere there was applause was my home. I knew pens drunk off levitating. Pens that'll cursive your plain text just for hesitating. There was a gut that wouldn't let the ink dry if the words were lazy.
I've come alive in battles.
A gunfight
where your biggest opponent was your favorite writer.
or a friend or both. New pens that lingered a little longer after the slams. Pens thirsty for anyone left over to compliment their writing. I knew them because that was my pen.
I've been in rooms with pens that made me wish myself a notebook. A safe space where we learn how the pen goes boom.
Scribbling a verse shoulder to shoulder with divinity, trying to get something to cook hot enough to get fanned down. It was a witchly time back then. Niggas scoring tens from train cart passengers, spitting like we made rent, but still needed money to eat.
We were starving, but took pride in the hunger. We were tryhards,
Calling the stage home because home had too many stages.
too many shifts and imbalances.
So in metaphor, I found equilibrium.
I bulletproof my cerebrum. I would spit a desert through your granny's back porch.
It was a warrior type thing. My everything against your everything. My mama's bottle versus
your daddy's needle.
I promise you.
I'm making it out of this room because it's
never about the points and only about the poetry. It's mightier than the praise,
Than a win.
than a rush of dopamine.
It's I'll be back.
It's I'll be better.
It's how we sharpen the tongue.
How we ready the word for war.
How we honored to be shot down.
Friendly fire, how we comrade. We the ooh, the wow. We the say it louder for the bitches in the back. Spit fire.
Talk
your shit. We are the front row.
The clap that causes the score creep.
We ain't worried about the cameras.
We know the revolution will not be televised.
Or viral.
Or small enough to fit on your iPhone. We spit the spook.
And this is how we tied. How we pay rent for the place in the prophecy we hold. We are the echo that calls you back to purpose. Like, shut the fuck up.
Sit the fuck back.
This ain't no act.
Real pens are back.
All facts.
No cap.
Clap for that. Yeah.
I would love it if you guys could give it up for Sola Kush, for Brittany Barker,
and for Leora.
Give it up for UGBA and for myself
And Sumbodies
as well.
Mama.
We love y'all.
See, that's not even a midterm year. Like, y'all already on summer break. But I need graduation energy. I need y'all like, I turn my tassel to the side. I'm throwing my hat in the air. We celebrating. Because it's the home beautiful straight. Give me a year. That's much more the fuck like it. Okay. Y'all brought it. Okay. Y'all enjoyed the first half? Okay, I saw y'all eyes light up. People like, yes, my soul has been moved. Y'all ready for your soul to be moved by the 10 folks coming up from our community to spit now too, right? Right? Because it's about the seeds we plant and cultivate from the community. It's about y'all in the crowd. It's about the fact that we don't only got pens with bars who exist in New York City. We got to show them what Jersey got, right? So when I say brick, y'all say city. Brick, brick, brick. Hey, y'all fucking with me, okay. Do you mind if I promo at you for a little? I just got to read y'all some announcements. Is that okay? Okay. First, before I do that, I want to acknowledge some people. I want to acknowledge the whole team at the Nuyorican who came here today from New York to take care of this. So please give it up for Cap, Claudia. Give it up for Jasmine. Give it up for Paul. Give it up for RMT. That's my Nuyorican family. And then I want to give it up to everybody that's in-house at NPJAC, right? I want to give it up to Sherry Ann Butterfield. I want to give it up for Aisha Maribor. I want to give it up for Marcus. I want to give it up for our entire incredible production crew. All the folks making the trains run on time, getting the mics to run right. They coming up and sneaking up behind this to like adjust mics. They doing it all, right? And lastly, my colleague, who is the producer behind all the Dodge Poetry stuff, including the Dodge Poetry Festival. This is my everyday work hermana, my sister. Give it up for Isabel Gonzalez, y'all. Yes. Because this program happened tonight because of her vision, right? And just thank y'all for letting me like talk shit at y'all. I get paid to talk shit. That's so wonderful, right? Okay, so for now jumping into my Nuyorican side, the Nuyorican has in-person events happening, even though right now the Nuyorican is under Nuyorican construction. We are doing a remodeling that has been happening since 2023. Shit, the last time I was there was the Halloween of 23, but we're gonna be open in about a year from now. We're opening late 2026. We gonna have a rooftop. We gonna have multiple theaters and performance spaces. We gonna have cafe, hopefully. I'm crossing my fingers. I don't know about the coffee yet. We gonna have cafe at the Nuyorican Poets Cafe. We gonna have a community garden in the back, y'all. We gonna do all the fucking things. So I'm gonna need y'all to pull up when that reopens. But in the meantime and in between time, Nuyorican is doing events all throughout the city, all throughout the boroughs, at satellite locations, and Jersey, right? We're not the sixth borough, we're our own whole culture, right? Jersey Club wouldn't exist without us. Okay. Anyway. So our in-person events between the first and second slams that happen. Oh, okay, cool. We have slams that happen every single Monday at the Bowery Poetry Club. That is the Nuyorican Slam at Bowery Poetry. That's every Monday night, every single Monday, 6:30 p.m. Doors open, so you can attend that. Then we have Final Friday slams that happen the final Friday of every month, and all of the poets y'all saw on the stage have won Final Friday slams. That's how they advance to qualify and secure their spots again on the Nuyorican Slam Team, right? Our open mics are happening at the Loisaida Center. They're coming back in September because right now we're on a hot poet summer break, right? Like y'all want to have hot poet, y'all want to have hot girl summer and hot boy summer and hot folks summer. Well, the poets need a break to go and do thotty poet things too. So we have a hot poet summer break at the moment, but we'll be back at, it's called the Loisaida Center. We do weekly programs there, Women Orator Wednesday, and an open mic that is also incredible. We also still have the online open mic every Thursday night, hosted by my brother Elemental, my Storm God brother. We have slam workshops hosted by Tony McPherson. And tomorrow we're going to be at the New York City Poetry Festival. I don't know if y'all know about that. New York City Poetry Festival is held annually every year in July. It's on Governor's Island, right near like Midtown Manhattan, around the ports. It's free. All you got to do is pay the fee to get across the ferry, right? And then the Nuyorican is going to have a whole stage there full of incredible poets for the free. Free, that's basically, that is actually free, right? Yes, can I repeat it? It is happening tomorrow and Sunday. The New York City Poetry Festival is happening at Governor's Island. And that's going to be free, happening Saturday and Sunday. And Nuyorican's going to be there on one of the stages. I can't remember what stage, but it's like Poetcella. It's like a Poetcella. There's like 6 stages and shit's happening at every one. There's a bunch of vendors. Not as, no one's getting trampled and there's not quite as much hallucinogenics being done, but it's poets, so it's all trippy anyway, And then next week, the Nuyorican is going to hold an event at the Bronx Documentary Center. For any of this stuff, just go to nuyorican.org/calendar, right? And you can support the Nuyo in any number of ways once you're on that website, right? And I wanted to, if y'all want, after this event, you are welcome to stop by. There's a ball happening. Y'all know, like ballroom, like bend and snap and death drop. So there's a ball happening downstairs in the lobby. I'm sure